One of the biggest things that has helped me to stay disciplined and focused on a day-to-day basis, and therefore has also helped me become a productive student and help me get better grades, but also make progress in my self-improvement life outside of being a student, is just saying no more. And so if you're watching this video, this advice probably applies to you, and it's the fact that you don't say no enough. One of the few things that are holding you back from actually committing to your goals and making significant progress, which will make you feel proud of yourself and also give you that motivation to keep going and keep making even more progress, is just the fact that you get distracted way too easily. And the reason why almost everyone, including me, on almost every single time, we just hate saying no because we have this FOMO, we have this fear of missing out. If it's like our friends doing a fun thing, or if it's like you're missing out if you're not watching the show or this movie, or you're missing out if you're not gonna cheat on your diet and eat that chocolate bar. And so whatever avenue of life, whatever aspect of life we're talking about, this advice completely and literally applies. And if you follow this advice, you're definitely gonna see a change in your life. You know it, I know it, we just don't do it enough. Like if you're looking at the smart student in your class and you just ask yourself, how does he get good grades all the damn time? It's most probably because he just studies more than you. And how is he even able to study more than you? Is because he's doing less of the other things you're doing. If he's spending more time in studying, then he's spending less time doing other things apart from studying. And so he probably says no a lot more than you. You know what, maybe in this case, he doesn't have a fun life anyways. Like he doesn't have, let's say he doesn't have friends or something. He doesn't have any fun hobbies. But it's still a decision. He could start doing something fun if he wanted to, right? But he's actively choosing to say no more than you are saying no. And so if you were to calculate basically your percentage right now of how often you say no, what would it be at? 30%? 40%? Some people even lower, right? If you genuinely want to see yourself stay disciplined and stick to your goals and have the same routine every single day, then you need to generally just say no more. It needs to be at least 60%, 70%, honestly 80%. And this video is not telling you to not have fun. You can still have fun and be disciplined at the same time, as in you can go to the gym with your friends and actually do something productive, but also fun and rewarding at the same time. For example, you can go to the gym and then hit a swimming session or something, play some sports with your friends, if that's actually your goal. If your goal is to get better at this one sport, let's say you're starting to box or something, and you're trying to get better at it, just sign up with your friends, go to the classes with your friends, go to the boxing gym with your friend, right? Let's say if you're just doing this just for fun this one day, then sure, it's still pretty good, you're getting some activity, but it shouldn't be an everyday thing. If let's say you guys are just playing football, but getting better at football is not one of your main goals right now, then it doesn't make sense to do that every day. If you do that once a week, twice a week, on the days that you have more free time, then sure, that would be a bit more acceptable. But the best thing you can do is just find things that you actually want to make progress in and relate it to people around you so that it can be fun. If you have dedicated and productive friends around you, then study together. First, do a bit of individual studying so that you understand what you're going to be tested on, and then spend a day or two going over practice exams with your friends. I have my final exams these next couple of weeks, and so this is exactly what I'm doing. I spend 1 to 2 days just studying on my own, doing mostly notes and a bit of practice questions, and then going and meeting up with my friends who have the same classes and just spending hours on 1 day, 2 days, even 3 days, and just going through questions, every question, because you know what, they might give you the insight that you need in order to understand the logic behind the question. When I was still new to the gym and I was trying to actually make it a long-term habit, then I would always go with my friends. I'd always go to the gym with my friends. It's a fun thing to do anyways, not just the gym, but also hanging out and being around your friends that you actually enjoy being around. So then I never saw it as a burden to go to the gym. I first of all had fun and had some social connections throughout my day instead of just studying on my own or going to the gym on my own and just being socially awkward the whole day. I got that. I also was making gains in the gym and hitting my goals. But more often than not, we engage in activities that do not yield much reward when it comes to making progress to our goals. And it just stems from either the fear of missing out on the fun that your friends or your family are gonna have. And more often than not, it's never really as much fun as you make it to be in your head. And if your friends were to invite you to some hangout, right? The fun that you imagine it to be, it's only going to be like 70 to 80, maybe 85% of what you imagine it to be in real life. And so even though, you know what, they might be having fun, you probably need to spend that time genuinely hitting your goals. And I'm not saying all the time. Like, sure, the one time out of 10, one time out of 20 times, you could say yes to that one thing. But I've realized that I have been the most disciplined in my life when I've just said no the most. But again, if you intentionally design your routine and design your hangout so that you have fun with your friends, you actually see your friends and have social connections, but also that hangout time becomes productive time towards hitting your goals, then you've hit the jackpot, because you're never going to feel bored or burnt out as much as if you were to spend doing everything alone. But at the same time, you're also gonna make pretty much the same progress, sometimes even faster progress, just because the fact that your friends might motivate you depending on the friends that you have. And so the message of this video is to just start saying no more. If you want to learn how to get good grades and become a productive student, then just check out my course. There's the first link in the description, and I'll see you there.